We're talking about Life Pieces to Masterpieces, an interesting and unique program here in the Washington area that specifically caters to men, boys to men, we should say, between 3 and 25.
Yeah.
How many youngsters or men, boys and men, are in your program?
Well, per year we have anywhere from 115 to 125 boys and young men. Over the past 15 years, we've touched the lives of over 1,000 boys and young men here in Washington, D.C.
Now, what is the cost to be part of, to take part in this?
It is totally free. It's your time and your willingness to experience something new and to take a few risks to learn something new. So that's the cost. It's been thanks to a history of strong family foundations and supporters over the years, we've been able to provide this to the community at no charge to them.
And they're learning lots. They're getting literacy training, math skill development. Tell us about more.
Absolutely. We have wonderful partnerships. Currently, we have a great partnership with DC Reads of American University, where they're coming in, doing more work around literacy, because we know that's the foundation. Of course, we can come in and create all the artwork in the world. We can become gentlemen and learn how to act in certain settings. However, if we don't know how to read, that's what's the underpinning of a lot of the unemployment that we see with this population here in the district. And so we're focusing on it head on. Now, when we have our guys engaged, we use that time to really build them in all those different ways.
I want to show some of the artwork that has been created. We've brought a couple of pieces here in our studio. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, and I'm going to let...
Sure. These are three pieces of art that is coming out of the program that actually we're going to be auctioning off at our 15th anniversary gala. But you'll see very bright colors, a very unique, distinct style, acrylic painting, and you may not be able to see it on the TV, but a lot of those blocks of colors are sewn onto the canvas. So that's the unique aspect of this particular technique that the kids use.
And so they're not just learning to paint. And these pieces are a collaborative effort.
Absolutely. We use the metaphor of everyone's lives. We all come in as human beings as a blank canvas, and then different colors are applied to us in our lives. Some decisions we make, others that are thrown upon us. But what we teach all of our young men at Life Pieces to Masterpieces, that you have the power of your thoughts, your words, and your actions to sew those pieces together to create a masterpiece.
And so you have groups that actually work on each piece. There's no single piece that's made by a single participant.
That's right. It's a very collaborative process.
Lorenzo, did you work on those? No, you graduated, so I guess you didn't. But you've worked on
yes, I've
pieces
worked on
like those.
Some pieces myself. Actually, we started off by just coloring one square of canvas.
Each young man will.
Yes. Well,
okay.
A few young men pick a color they might want, and they started by paying off a block of canvas, and then they cut out the pieces they want. But once they're done with that block of canvas, they throw it into a bin. That's our scrap bin. So once someone else comes to the bin and they see that color, they may choose to cut out a piece from there and put it into a different painting. So between 5 and 20 paintings might have a piece of the same block.
So those are the Life Pieces.
That's Life Pieces to Masterpieces. It's collective art. So you never can say just one child created it. It's always a collaborative.
Well, and what a wonderful lesson in teamwork and working together.
It really is. It really is the key. It really is the key. Again, those are very important skills, because of course conflicts sometimes arise, so you have to learn how to manage conflict. So we really use our space as a laboratory, I think, for our boys and young men to experience life and to be exposed to the world.
You also have a Saturday Academy.
Yes, very excited. That's going to be started up again in October, thanks to the DC Children and Youth Investment Trust Corporation. Their Encouraging Innovation grant last year. We were able to pilot a Saturday Academy where we could focus on the needs, very specifically, of young men that are in late middle school to high school, to get them ready for college and job training. And we've had great success with that.
You mentioned your age group. Your age range is 3 to 25. What do you teach a 3-year-old to do? You take a 3-year-old boy. What do you start with? There's a lot of advocacy now for early childhood education, getting children exposed to learning before they actually begin school, when their brains are actually forming.
Yeah, well, and I wouldn't say this for all of our population of little ones, but over the years, these little boys are exposed to a lot very young. Very young. They're walking through metal detectors, visiting their fathers in prison. Very young, they may be exposed to violence and things that a 3-year-old shouldn't be exposed to. So the power of what Life Pieces has done is to help those boys have some purpose to their pain, help them understand how to process it, to turn it into something, positive over time. Because a number of our young men are exposed, as Lorenzo stated, to things that they shouldn't be exposed to. And so very early on, we try to unplug that so they can be open up to joy and to learning and to possibility and resilience.
Never too early to start teaching those lessons.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got to take another break, but we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Yeah.